With everything that's going on, I figured I would create a short, simple tutorial for people to be able to set up streaming via YouTube. What you're going to need is you're going to need a microphone. You're going to need OBS Studio installed. It comes for Windows, Mac, and Linux. And you'll also need a YouTube channel. Webcam is optional, but the microphone definitely isn't, or else it'll just be a live stream without any voice. So we want to have audio. Grab those things, and I'm going to pop over to YouTube here. This button up here will let you create and go live. So I'm actually going to click this now. I haven't set up OBS yet, but this is what we're going to need to do. So I'm going to click go live. There's something in here that I'm going to need. So I need to go to new stream here, and I'll give it a title, lesson test 2. I'll set it to unlisted. Can add a description, education. I'll actually set it to public. I'll say no, it's not made for kids, and don't restrict my video. If you restrict it, then they'll need to prove that they're over 18 or be logged in or something. I'm not quite sure how that works, but this is really only if you're going to be swearing a whole lot, so it's unlikely. I'll click create stream. From here, what I need to get is I need to get this stream key down here and copy that. You don't need to change any of these settings or any of these settings here. Down the bottom here, you will need to change the stream latency. By the way, this will not come up straight away. If you've got a new YouTube channel and you've never done this before, or you haven't got a certain number of subscribers, or haven't been a channel for a certain amount of time, it's going to say you need 24 hours before they authorize this. And it does take roughly 24 hours, so it's not like you come back in an hour kind of thing. So just bear that in mind, that you will need to set it up early ahead of time. It's only a one-off thing, and then you can stream as much as you like from that channel. So I'm going to copy that. I'm not going to show it because it is unique to me. And then I'm going to go to OBS. Now, I've already installed OBS. I'm going to be streaming from a different screen here, or otherwise I'm going to get this hall of mirror effects. And I've set this up, but I'm going to go through, and you can see there's a webcam there as well. I'm going to delete these, and I'll show you how to set this up. Now, with the first time you run it, it's probably going to ask you to go through the auto configuration wizard. For me, I'm going to click optimize for streaming, recording is secondary, and click next. There is the option to just record this and upload it straight to YouTube, which is pretty easy as well. I can show you the difference. It's just the difference between these two buttons. However, if you do stream it to YouTube, it will record it automatically on YouTube, and you can just use it from there. You can pretty much just click next on these things. There's not anything I'm going to be changing. This is the one that you will need to change. It will default to Twitch, and you probably don't want to be using Twitch, so change it to YouTube. Paste your stream key into there and click next, and it's all good. Click apply settings. It's pretty much ready to go. I could click start streaming now, and I'll be streaming a blank screen with no audio. You can see that my microphone is working. It's picking that up there. The gain might be a bit high, but it's picking that up there. And I can mute that if I want to. I will mute it when I go live, because then you'll hear me talking and the stream talking as well. And there'll be some reverb on that and feedback, and it will mess it all up. We've also got this desktop audio here. This is the sound that comes from my computer. So you'll notice that if I do this, you'll see that that will go up there. So that's the sound that's coming from my computer. So if there's a clip that I want to play to the students, or some kind of audio that I want to play to them, I can record that as well and send it through. Just be aware that YouTube's algorithm is pretty strict, and it will kind of shut down your stream just automatically if you're playing music or something that's copyrighted to the students. So just be aware of that. What I want to do here is I want to add some sources. So I'm going to add a display. I'm going to display capture. I don't really need to give it a name unless I want. Now, this is my current display that's being set up. I want to change this. You can see I got that hall of mirrors by double. Surprised that it didn't. Oh, there it is, right in the middle. confused me with the Hall of Mirrors. So right here, I want to change it to display 2. You may want it to be on display 1, but what you would probably have is you'd have this minimized, so it wouldn't be showing that Hall of Mirrors to the student, because you're not going to get this preview there. You're going to have what you're showing. For example, like that. I don't get a Hall of Mirrors. This is what's on my screen now. So I'm going to change that to display 2 though. And you'll see here that this is not quite the same size. I'm going to make it a bit bigger. That's because my second display is slightly lower resolution. I'm going to add in another capture here. You could add a browser. You could add in a game capture. You could add in a video capture. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to create a new one. And I'm going to select the Logitech webcam there. So that's working. I'll throw that down in the corner. This is not necessary, but the students would think it's a novelty. So I'm going to throw that in there. And I'm pretty much ready to go. So I can click on Start Streaming. Now when I go back to here, I am going to just mute that desktop audio. So you won't hear the sound that's playing through my computer now. And it'll take about 5 seconds or so. I'm going to change that there. This does not support 2K and 4K resolutions, but that's not likely to matter. And that's picked it up, and so I'm ready to go live up here. So now that's going to be showing my other screen. I've got that muted. This preview has never worked for me, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it does work. And I can right click, I can click. It did work, there it is. Copy video URL, I'll just bring that up here. I'm going to mute it so that I can't hear myself, but that's working. The delay may be about 5 to 10 seconds. It could be 3 to 4. If you change it down the bottom where I said, which is down here, if you change it to ultra low latency, you will get much less time. So this has gone live now. If I open something on that other window, so if I grab something here and open that up, we'll see how long it takes. I'm getting a bit of a delay here. It was much better before. It looked like about 5 to 10 seconds delay, but it's not a big deal, probably. 5 to 10 seconds, that's enough time for students to type something out, for you to see it, maybe to respond to that, and that's it. Now when I'm done with the stream, I'm going to go back here and click End Stream and end that stream. Then I've got the option to edit in Studio. So this will let me edit the video in YouTube Studio, and I think it shouldn't take, something went wrong. But if I go to my YouTube channel, so if I just go to your channel, and that'll take a second for it to finish uploading. So that was the previous one, which is just unlisted. I just wanted to test it out. But this here, I can click Stop Streaming here as well. That's done. The stream is finished, and YouTube will let me do that. I'm not sure why it gave me an error there, but it shouldn't have. It worked before. And that's it. That's pretty much that simple. So you just need that microphone, webcam optional, and the OBS software. YouTube will pick it up. OBS works well with YouTube. That easy. Let me know if you have any questions.